I'm back. Rare Talks. You already know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm joined today by the best co-host in the world.
What? Man, like real fend. Follow up the thing. You get me?
Also, we got Triggz in the building, and also Big Sims.
Up.
Yeah. And we got a special guest today. Introduce yourself, my brother.
It's Triggz, SBP. You know it's Triggz.
Come on. So we got Triggz in the studio today. If you're not already, go to our Spotify, yeah, and make sure that you're following us on Spotify.
That's right.
And you're downloading all of the new content, because we've got exclusive content on Spotify that we don't have on the YouTube. So if you want that, go to the Spotify.
Go stream that up ASAP, fam.
Yeah. So yes, Triggz.
Big up.
How you doing today, man?
I'm good.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
No, I'm a rapper. Got my new single out, Young and Successful. Recently come on my own channel. Go check that. Yeah, got another thing coming soon as well. So that's dropping real soon. What's going on?
So where you from in South London?
Croydon. How was it growing up in Croydon? That was rough, man.
Rough.
That was real.
Croydon's the ghetto, innit?
You're proper violence every day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you're from there, you're gonna face it every day. But that makes you who you are today.
Of course.
That is who I am.
Yeah. So how long you been doing music for as well?
Properly, probably about a year now. About a year ago, I started writing bars with my friends. Then it come to about 6 months ago, I was like, I want to take it serious, get something different from it. So that's when I released my single, Young and Successful.
Okay, so is that the first single that you've ever released?
My first thing ever.
And what's the feedback like?
So far, it's all positive. Like quite a lot of positive in my snaps, Instagram, all of that. A lot of comments that are really positive towards my music. So that is motivation to keep going, to be honest.
Yeah. And what type of music is it that you do?
The drill. The life I live in Croydon is all about drill.
Jeez.
Know what it gets like.
Yeah. So do you know what? I want to answer a question. You see, like for you lot's generation, innit? Yeah, I hear a lot of the young artists talking about like drinking lean and them thing there. What's your opinion on that as well? Do you drink lean yourself?
Nah, I don't do that. I feel like that's following an American trend right there.
Yeah.
Like that's not for me personally.
Do you see any of your peers indulging in any of that? Like,
some of them do that, but that's their thing, innit? Like, I'm happy with what I do. I'm comfortable with what I do. Yeah. I ain't trying to reach out, try and blend in with what everyone else is doing. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a lot of peer pressure for people your age?
100%. A lot of things in life all come through peer pressure. And that's being out in the streets, surrounded by your friends. And that's going to get you to the point where you're going to be doing what they're doing, so you fit in with them, so it's a family like that. But if you're strong enough, you can see the other side of it.
Yeah, man. And also, like, so with the peer pressure, so, like, tell us a little bit about growing up. Like, so you grew up, was it just Croydon you grew up, or?
No, I grew up in several areas, to be honest. I kind of shipped around due to, like, instances. But I was moved from, like, Croydon, Kenneton, grew up in Brixton for a little bit.
Jeez.
And I kind of travelled through them ways there.
Yeah.
But most of my teenage years, and most of my dramas were in Kenneton.
Wow, look at that.
So I see it in Croydon, but come back to it in Kenneton, but on the other perspective.
Yeah. So what kind of like madnesses did you see in Kenneton growing up?
You got to watch your back. No one's safe. It's one of them ones.
Yeah. Trust me, man.
Real,
I can tell you from experience. Somebody right next to me used to live in Kenneton. Yeah,
it was
man
wild.
said you have to wash your back. And
Real talk.
Mad.
It was wild growing up in Kenneton. We was kind of catching up, innit?
Yeah,
as well.
mad.
So, yeah, man.
Tell them a wild story that happened to you, fam. Tell them the wild stories that happened to you in Kenneton.
Boy, I could just talk about like even man run up in my yard, bro. Like, you get me? Like, man's chilling, flipping. Obviously, at the time, man's doing my thing, innit? Like, you know, I'm out there. People are getting to know me. My friends are coming around from Tulsa. You get me? Like, it's like when you're going around into a different ends, people kind of they don't like you. You get me? So, anyway, man's doing my thing around there. One night, I'm chilling with couple. Luckily, I'm with couple of the man them in my yard. And I remember, no word of a lie, fam. I'm listening to Michael Million on the radio, Woe FM, and he's playing man's song, I swear down. I think, remember that song, Make That Money, Take That Money, I done. Do you remember that? It was a rap tune.
I think old school.
So he was playing that.
Yeah.
Next minute, bro, I'm looking like that, fam. Man, they're in my yard, boy, because obviously I'm playing the song, like I'm listening to the radio. I can't hear man booming the door. And the door was weak anyway, so it's like, man, preed my door, you get me? Like, next minute, I'm just seeing like 6 man. Bandanaed up, you get me? Ballied off or what? Like, waving something in their hand, you get me? I was thinking, raw. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just paused, fam. I'm thinking,
it's shock.
yeah, bro, I just
It's
paused, bruv. Like,
shock.
I'm thinking man's coming in my yard to bun me, fam. No word of a lie. Like, I'm thinking they're coming to take me out. I'm thinking, what have we done? Like,
Man said, what have we done?
Yeah, fam. I'm thinking, like, you get me? So man's there chilling now. And then, but the man them I'm with and that, they're moving a bit more on point than me, you get me? Because I don't know, like, one or two of the man that's been in that situation before. So I just see man saying, yo, like, they're pointing at me. Pick this up, pick that up. And then there's 1 second I just dived everywhere into the corner, like, I don't know why I'm thinking, but then I realised these men ain't really they've come to rob, man, you get me? So I started getting upset. Everyone else started getting upset. So man's grabbed what we've grabbed, but we've gone for the front room door to hold it still, you get me? They're kicking it. Then we heard one of them say, man, why are you being shook, man? Bust the thing or something like that, you get me? When we've heard that now, big up man like Baller, but Baller's ripped off the door. Remember Baller, innit? Baller just went into rage mode, fam. He ripped off the door, fam. Man, they just started running out. You get me? But then obviously it's my yard, innit? So I'm just there, like I'm stressed, fam. I'm thinking like, who would have done this? You get me, fam? A man always thought I was kind of comfortable around there. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, you have to watch your back, like you said, bro. So that was a wild story, man. Run up on me, bro. You get me? Yeah, man. Luckily I was with couple of the man them. If I was on my own, it might have been a different situation, you see what I'm trying to say? So yeah, bro.
Tell us the craziest story that happened to you in Kenton when you was living in Kenton. Without incriminating yourself. We're not Vlad TV still. I always put that disclaimer out there. We're not Vlad TV.
Come on.
Vlad will tell you like, so what happened when you shot that guy? Like, you're like, whoa, it's an ongoing case, my friend. Like, whoa.
No, there's times where you're just like, personally, we want to just chill. Like, there's no problems, no nothing, just chill. Have a little break from reality with all our brethren. So we're like, cool, we're all chilling. And then 3 youths come into the block on bikes. So we're thinking, all right, we don't know them, so let's kind of like get something out of it, so get out of the way. Long story short, they've kind of seen us and we got chased from Kennington Estate all the way through to Wharf Road.
Jeez.
What?
Madness.
That's a long run. You have energy, bro.
Stamina was a bit mad that day, I'll be real.
Man didn't want to die,
Hey, football helped me there, so I'll be real.
Trust me, you know when your stamina's on 100, brother.
Was like, adrenaline was 100, like, just run. You can't do nothing else, just run.
And they're on bikes?
They're on bikes.
Brother, I don't know
We're running.
Yeah, that's
Cutting through parks, blocks. Nah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, that's wild, man.
When it's your time, it's your time, but that was not my time.
I'm telling you. So what do you think about snitching, my brother? Like, what do you think about snitching?
Personally, I would say snitching is right in any situation. Especially if you're incriminating one of your brethren to most probably help you out in the same situation. There's been situations in the past where I have been forced upon to, but still fought back and not snitched on anyone else. Going from police, going to the roads. But in different cases, say there's a domestic violence incident, snitching on that 100%.
But
Get justice.
I wouldn't even class that as snitching. If a man's beating a woman, and I'll say this to any woman out there, any man that puts your hands on you and you call police or like the children, that's not snitching.
Big you up,
because you're a coward. You're a coward, and you shouldn't be beating up women.
That's
you deserve to go prison and ride some sentence, so ride some birds. If you're beating up women, you deserve to get nicked. I'm not with you, and you're not my brethren, and I don't want to know you, bro. That's the truth. But at the same time, say for instance, like you and your friends got nicked for something, yeah? You're in the car. I always ask this question. Listen to this one. You're in the car, yeah? You've picked up your brethren, yeah? He's got a mash on him. You don't even know he's got a mash on him. Now the feds, for some reason, have pulled you. Now he's thrown it under your seat now and said, bruv, just take the rap. And you're like, what? You're like, what are you talking about? And then the feds come, find the gun, and then he's saying, bro, just say it's yours because you're going to get less birds in me. What do you do in that situation?
I've been in a similar situation, and I'll be real, I will take that charge. But depending on what the outcome is, then that's a conversation for us two to have another day.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I was trying to say this to someone that, you know, when you're involved in certain things, like regardless, like it's mad because you don't want to be known as the guy that snitched, bro. Like,
100%.
You don't want to be that guy that's walking around with his head like lowered.
Real talk, bro.
And looks like just like a waste man forever. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you better own up to your thing, bro. You're trying to put me down, bro. Take your thing.
But at the same time, if that's your bro, they wouldn't put you in that situation.
That's true.
But but bro, there is many stories. And I'm not gonna say them, but
because there's a scenario like that, innit? What happened to one of the man them, innit?
Yeah, so like, yeah, man them done him like that. So he got done. He done his little bird. He never snitched.
Yeah.
Hold tight him. He's a gangster for life. But at the same time, they done him dirty still. They done him dirty. But he rid his bird, you know what I'm saying?
His bird and he didn't G no one up, you get me?
I think if man do that to you, then man owe you a couple bags still.
Yeah, they have to look after you, fam.
Yeah.
They have to be sending you all
100%.
your postal orders, everything, fam, regardless. Otherwise, when you come out, it's you and them, innit?
Trust me, bro,
Get me?
because that's a sticky one still. It's a sticky one.
That is a sticky one still, you get me? That's a sticky one. What do you think as well, yeah? You see, like, with your generation, what do you feel like, how's the unity on the roads? Like, for instance, like, when I was growing up, yeah, like, the whole of Lambeth, there was passers, obviously, but, like, my area was cool with Gypsy Hill, Norwood, da-da-da-da. But obviously, like you said, you was growing up in Kenneton, there's divides and that. So, what do you feel, is there a lot of unity for your generation?
Not at all.
No.
Nah. It's every man for himself.
Proper, innit?
Like, without talking too loose,
Yeah.
we ain't helping each other, to be honest.
I hear that.
Right now, we're hating each other.
Yeah.
And like I said, I made it quite clear in quite a lot of my lyrics in my song. I don't want nothing else but money. But someone's always going to be jealous about what you have.
100%.
Someone's always going to hate you for that.
Yeah.
What I don't think that help it is a lot of these drill rappers are rapping about killing. So these youths are listening to it and then carrying this on thinking, yeah, they're doing it.
Yeah.
But half of these rappers are not doing what they're actually doing.
Of course they're not. Everyone will be dead. The amount of rappers there is, and the amount of bodies.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
It doesn't make sense.
So they're saying this, but the younger generation are saying, yeah, they're doing this, they're getting this clout. So if I do this, I get this clout. So no, there's no unity at all.
So my next question is, do you think that drill music has an effect on people's behaviors?
That's a good question still.
It depends how you view it. If I'm listening to drill, I see it as someone's perspective of life. But someone else my age may see it as a way like, raw, they're living like this because they've lived a certain situation, so I've got to follow these footsteps to be successful or kind of meet that requirement. So it makes no sense when you're trying to say that you're going to follow these rappers to do all these killings, but then become another statistic in the roads. Does that make sense? Like,
But I'm saying, like, you see, like, as a little kid, yeah, he's listening to the drill music and everyone's talking about killing, murdering, killing. Do you think that little youth that's listening to the drill, he's going to go out and commit stuff because of the songs and the lyrics that he's hearing?
Or like he's hearing these ops saying, right, yeah, I got down this man from your block, rah.
but I think that's more due to your company and who you're around. A lot of people won't do what they do by themselves. They'll do it in front of people, try and big up,
100%.
keep a face, and try and act the biggest person there is.
So that brings me on to my next question. Do you think all these guys are dying for clout?
100%. I don't think.
Well, all of them.
I don't think half I don't think any of them have died to benefit someone else. No benefit has been made out of these killings.
Yeah, it's not beneficial for none of them, to be honest.
Someone's getting birded
Yeah.
and someone's losing a son or a daughter. No one's benefiting nowhere from it, so it's pointless in my eyes.
Do you reckon it's the, like you said though, it's the direction though, innit? Like there's no unity, so there's no direction in it. So it's all a lot of the guys that are going around doing that know is to act in anger, if you know what I mean.
100%. That's where we've been failed by the government though. We've had no support growing up. There was no money put into any of the councils in Croydon, for example.
Real talk.
Like, youth clubs are getting shut down left, right and centre in Croydon, so all you turn to are the same place where everyone else turns to. The blocks.
It's true, innit?
Playing money up, playing football, basketball. You're seeing people shotting on the corner. You want to talk to them because they're wearing nice trainers. Then you go up, up, up. Then now you're either in the grave or in the cell.
That's it. That's the only two ways this road life's going to lead you.
That's real.
That's it, man. That's the only two ways. So do you think single parent households is the cause of this? One of the causes of this?
I don't think it was a cause. I personally came up in a single parent household. But the decisions I made were the decisions I made due to the situations I was in. My mum worked quite a lot growing up, so I had no figure around me. I just had the streets, my friends. So
that brings me on to my other point then. Do you think that you never had any positive role models around you?
I had positive role models, but I was closer with the streets, if that makes sense. I was with the streets more than I see my role models.
Okay.
So the streets kind of became my role models at the same time.
And is that like, when you was growing up, did you have a relationship with your father?
On and off.
Okay.
On and off throughout my whole childhood. But I don't feel that has anything to do with how I turn out personally.
Yeah.
How I turn out because of the situations I was in, because I couldn't go to a youth club like everyone else. My mum couldn't afford to pay for me to play football. So I was playing Sunday teams with boys who were doing other stuff during the week, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there was no help. So we kind of built what we built.
Yeah, that's mad still.
I think that not having a father figure, it affects you because you grow up with the mindset like, because you get to an age where you start to look at that guy that you class as dad, whatever. You don't really rate him, and then that's when that role model of him is destroyed. You don't even look at him as a role model. You don't rate him as a man. You're just like, bruv, whatever, man. And you don't want to be like him, but you don't rate him. So that means you have to pick a role model now. There has to be other external role models. And 9 out of 10 times, the role models that you're looking at is the elders, the olders. That's what we call them, elders. Even by the terminology that we use, we're giving them respect. Like elders, they're man's elders.
because they're older.
Like they know better than man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But really,
whatever they're showing, man's right.
But really, some of these elders are just manipulators. A lot of them are manipulators.
And they don't, and you got to remember, like, I think it was you and Wydon was saying it, like, the elders didn't know no better anyway. You see what I'm trying to say? So the advice they're giving, man, is only the advice that they learned. You see what I'm trying to say? From their peers, because they didn't have the guidance. So it's a ripple effect, and even from like our generation growing up, we had youth club and that, but like youth club was like Wednesday and a Friday. We had decks in there, whatever, but we were still out there. You get me? Might go studio, but we were still out there. There was still no help and no support from us. Like where we lived, the back of my block here in Tulsa, for years we wanted a football pitch on there. We petitioned, like going to the club, writing, like going around to neighbours, everything. Nothing happened for years. Finally, like 10 years later or 15 years later, they built one. But I agree with what you're saying. There's no support there. You see what I'm trying to say? It's a mad thing, man. It's mad.
How did you view the elders in when you grew up?
When I grew up, the elders were the best thing on the block. They had all the girls on the block. They had the nicest cars. They had like the stacks of money. They had everything growing up. Where I was the one coming back from school doing nothing. basically homework, and I was just having fun. Where I see people my age with these elders, chilling with these elders. So I was like, rah, like, these are my friends, but they're leaving me for what they have. So I want to follow what they have and get what they have, you know what I'm saying? Then you just get sucked into it, innit?
It's deep, man.
That is deep still.
Same story. Same different place. The same story.
Same story, fam.
Same story. So what do you think they could do to help, like, the kids nowadays? What do you think they can do to help?
I think there needs to be a lot more interactions with the younger generation. Because right now, there's not many companies or charities helping young people. Young people kind of left to do their own thing. Especially in quite a lot of the care facilities as well. If a child comes to a care facility, that's all they know. They've got to find their opportunities themselves. Where at 13, 14, you wouldn't think to look in the long run what you want to study. You're going to focus on what's going on around you at the time. You're going to focus on having fun. So I think to help the youth, a lot more time and effort needs to be spent to try and set like workshops up in schools on a regular basis, kind of lead kids in the right direction, like more careers, advice and all that.
That's real.
Nah, for real. Real talk, man. So also, like, on the music side of things as well, what musical influences did you have growing up?
Growing up, you know, it's kind of mad. I listened to quite a lot of people growing up because a lot of my older cousins and friends made music, but they weren't to a level where everyone else knew it, kind of thing. But then I grew up listening to Section Boys at the same time. So it's kind of them ones there. Then I started to listen to like Dave quite a lot, relating to quite a lot of Dave stories in his work.
Yeah, Dave's hard, yeah.
So I listened to Dave, Huncho, Wretch, Avelino.
Huncho's his guys still.
Huncho is hard.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
Yeah. But yeah, Avelino.
It was like, it's Fredo, OFB, Dino, and them ones there because we all come from a similar lifestyle. It's kind of like, they're at where I'm aiming to work towards and beyond, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're kind of like the ways I kind of trying to follow and see, they're doing that, so I want to do something similar, but do it my way. You know what I'm saying? So I think, yeah, it's more like Section Boys to OFB with my ones growing up.
So you see, if the music don't work, what do you do then? That's a question I like to ask.
Good question.
Ooh. On camera as well, you know, it's a bit dangerous.
Back to the trap, yeah? Back to the trap.
Back
to the bando.
Let's say back to the bando. Bando. Like, what? Like, real talk. Like, have you ever thought like, right, alright, cool, this music thing doesn't work for me. What do I do now? Besides something legitly, not unlegit. Talking about legit stuff.
No, I was thinking about doing trading courses for a little bit, like teaching to trade.
Yeah.
Because that can be a legit business where I can actually grow my knowledge at the same time. So I was looking at investments for a little bit. Then even into property. Going property, just selling, buying properties, doing them up. Because the contacts I have enough contacts to pretty much decorate houses and resell houses. So I won't have to put much effort into it because I already have most of the assets behind me. So I'll say investments or property trading.
Jeez.
Come on, man. Smart.
Well done, I like
Straight
that.
If I was you, I'll just do that now. Still, forget the rap, bro.
Get into
get that big bag,
follow
bro.
your dream, but go into
bro.
Focus on that.
I'll
as well.
get that big bag, bro. I'm here to, bro. When you get them properties, holler at me, bro. Yeah? Let's see what we can do, bro. Rago, I want that big bag. I know most people that are into like properties and that, they got the big bag, bro.
Oh, they've got the big bag, innit? Like your cousin checks.
They got that big bag, bro. Trust me.
You get me? And another thing though, I do think, yeah, the advantage your generation have, yeah, is that like social media, you've got, like you said, you could go into properties, you've got apps, you can create apps yourself, you can even go into trading. What I've seen a lot of young people doing now is cryptocurrency. They're on like Coinbase and they're buying Ethereum. Was it? Ethereum.
Drink.
The Ethereum and the Bitcoin, and you see what I'm saying. So you lot have that for your advantage, and I think you should just use that, like just like you said, study, always learn, and how can I do this? How can I do that? You all have that for your at your advantage at your hand, and you know how to use it better than say the older generation, because it's you was born into it. You get me, mobile phones. You know what I'm saying, smartphones, Android, this and that. So yeah, man, it's still a good look for your generation. You get
100%.
me? Still a good look. Yeah, man.
You see, see, coming from the ends, yeah. What do you think's like a downfall from growing up in the ends and not like growing up in like country or something? What do you think like a downfall is growing up in the ends?
I don't actually think there is a downfall for growing up in the ends, because it makes the people who we get today.
But some of them are not good people though.
Some of them are not good, but it strengthens a lot of people at the same time and motivates a lot of other people. Seeing the hood and trying to get out the hood. So they'll work harder to try and get out the hood, if that makes sense. I think one downfall is early death, 100%.
It's an early death.
100%.
Sudden death. You know them ones there? Sudden death. Sudden death.
He loves
Sudden
that sound.
death.
He loves that sound, cuz.
And that one's sick though, you know that?
I like that, man.
Yeah, man. It's bad though, man. It's bad.
It is.
It's bad, man. I see it a lot, man. You know, I made it to my 30s, bro. So I'm just happy to be here, bro. If I'm honest,
I have to give thanks.
I have friends that are gone now. You know what I'm saying?
We lost friends like that was 16 years old. You get me? At like, Dre died at 16, fam. R.I.P. You get me? And yeah, man. So you're right. You got a point still. Yeah, man.
So how do you deal with hate when people hate you? Because obviously you're a white rapper, so obviously Bear Man must be trying to be onto you.
I don't really entertain hate. I'll be so real. Like with hate, in the way I see it, if I'm wasting my time to respond to hate or think about hate, I'm taking my time away from doing something productive.
Straight. That's the mindset right there.
Like entertaining hate is not making me no money.
Trust me.
So like, I won't jump on this internet. Like I've seen Bear Man talking on the internet. Like, oh yeah, Triggz ain't done this, Triggz ain't done that. Oh, but I read it because I ain't gonna entertain that.
You know what's funny? I've never understood that. I'm like, raw. So because he ain't killed no one or stabbed someone, he's not bad. Like, I feel like you don't respect money. Like you respect badness, but you don't respect money.
Exactly.
It's crazy,
half of these
isn't it?
men that are doing shit, they don't have no loyalty, nothing. You get me?
Man's a scumbag.
No
man's got mental health. Man's a psychopath. Man beat up his mum, but he stabs people. So he's a bad man, and he's someone that I rate.
That's not gangster.
Like he doesn't take care of his sister. He swears at his mum. You know, he snakes all of his friends. He's a very sneaky guy. Yeah. But that's the one they rate, and he's broke as well. That's the guy they rate. I think we kind of gone backwards in society still.
You haven't it?
Mad backwards.
Trust me. Back in the days, it was like the mob, innit? The mob, you get me? They were the gangsters. They used to look after their family. You get me? They had morals. You see what I'm saying? To their own it.
No innocence.
Yeah, like, you see what I'm saying? So now, like again, it's no guidance, man.
What do you think of the people getting civilians down? What do you think about that?
I think that's just the worst thing. Like, that makes me speechless, bro. Like, how can you aim to get someone but not strong enough to physically try and attempt to go and get someone, so you go for someone innocent out of that trouble? So that means you having a problem, but you going to my man across the room. It makes no sense, because it's mine and your problems. My man has nothing to do with it. I didn't mean that stuff.
No, go on.
Like, it makes no sense. Civilians, I think they're the worst deaths that can actually happen, worst murders that can actually happen.
Yeah. And do you think there's a lot of people that get caught up, basically, like civilians that are getting murdered, basically?
100%, because a lot of men see it. If you're from them and you're one of them.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't see it like that. If me and you have a problem, we have a problem. I'm not going to go to your cousin's friends or my man.
Yeah,
It's me and you personally.
for real. Yeah, I don't understand that either.
It makes no sense.
Do you what about smoking on dead ops when people do that when that diss and they say they're smoking on ops? What do you think of that?
Oh,
Bro, that's a good question though.
Have you smoked on any ops yet? Have you got that op pack loud?
go and listen to Young and Successful. Go and listen to that one there. You know them ones.
What's man saying? You got the op pack in the tune.
So what? So
You're
what?
a bad man.
Do you talk about
fam.
it in your tunes as well? Up packs and that.
No, I mention it. I don't
Fucking
talk.
hell.
I don't talk, but I just mention it.
What? Why is that? Like, yeah. Why do you lot like your generation do that? I don't understand it still.
Retaliation. It's to instigate, to retaliate.
Well, the person's
Because you want someone to come back at you. It's like a diss track.
yeah.
If we're doing a diss track, I'm gonna aim for you, and I'll try and buy it and try and buy it till you snap at me.
But there's so much other things you can diss man about. That's what I
but
feel.
Other man will let that go though. No one, be real. You will let something slide.
Nah, not if man's trying to diss my mum, fam. I'll diss him in every DVD, everything. That's what I was on back in the days. Like I had clashing
saying
beef.
now-
When I tried to diss my mum, yeah, I just rinsed him on every single DVD until it got to I was dissing him so bad when he tried to put, because he's a bit older than me, tried to pull up on me, but nothing happened. You get me? But I just don't understand why your generation's on this op pack. Where does it come from? Like,
The thing, I don't even know where it comes from. I'll be so real.
Chicago, bro.
yeah, cool, it's cool.
I don't even know. I'll be so honest.
Yeah. But it's just like a form of like just getting at man,
It's a
basically.
disrespect. There's been times like people, like I've been smoking out on the road. People come up to me on like a DJ thing, Aggie thing, saying, "Oh, you smoking on like whatever name, like one of my brethren's packs." I'm thinking,
No, wait.
like you're saying it's face to face, but I can't even do that right now.
Yeah.
Like it's one of them ones. So
That's mad. So man
it's a
don't.
violation.
So wait there. So man don't only use it in songs. They will actually pull up to man.
Man will pull up if they see you smoking. They'll pull up to you and be like, "Yo, like you smoking on a the pack."
What? Cuz
Don't get it twisted.
Yo,
Man
Hey.
never came to me and said that. That's mad.
this is
But
what
that's
I'm
the biggest
saying.
violation because you can't just stand there. You got to like step back a little bit,
Yeah.
analyze the situation. Then that's like one of them ones in the playground, suck your mum kind of things.
Yeah, it's mad.
You're trying to spin man's draw for it.
Especially if that's your
Except
target,
nowadays, man are getting bored for that shit. Ooh, let me see that
It's true.
still.
It's
That's
true.
no problem,
That's
no
what's happening. That's what's happening. That's real life.
bro. That's crazy, man. That's mad.
Mad.
That's mad.
Trust me.
The op pack thing has just got me in a headlock, bro. I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't make sense to me, bro. Putting man in a spliff, bro. It's just so dumb.
I think man should let the falling just rest. You get me? They got caught up in the crossfire. There was victims on the battlefield. You get me? They're gone. Just worry about the ones that are alive, innit? Brush them.
I feel like you're gonna get a bad karma when you do that, though. Something bad's gonna lick you back. Still, keep talking about the dead man. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't even defend themselves anymore. You know that they're on another journey. You know, they're on another journey. And you know what's deep about that? Yeah, in general, yeah, is like man's all gonna taste death, innit? You know what I'm saying? So you see, when you go, is that how man's gonna be treating you? Nah, but you won't like it because your mum will hear it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it
100%.
is. It's not nice for them.
That's the worst part.
That's what I'm saying. It's the biggest violation. That's why it's done because you know that's a violation. So someone will retaliate. That's why it happens.
Mad.
I think because your mum will hear it, but then if your mum hears it, your dad's cousin might hear it, but he's younger than everyone else, so he knows what it means fully, and now he's gonna respond to you because of what you said about him. Like,
Wow. That is deep still. So that's why they would say as well, because I was on stereo earlier talking about this same kind of topic, you get me? And flipping basically, yeah, it kind of got that bit there, yeah, is the point where you would say with drill music, it incites violence. I would agree with that. You see what I'm trying to say? That bit there, like you said, because you're doing it to get a real retaliation. You get me? Like you said, if man's cousins are not hearing it, they don't do music. When they see you, they're looking to get it cracking, innit? You see what I'm trying to say? Or man's brother, or you see what I'm trying to say? So it's serious still. Serious.
Yeah, that's the thing that I find like the biggest violation, because I got brethren that are dead, and you know what I'm saying, family members that are dead and whatever, and I'd hate for men to like, that would be like on my like, that would be like the worst thing you could say to someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Worst out of everything.
Yeah, Chicago, innit, man? Chicago that started it, innit?
Do you think Chicago had a big influence on the UK?
In what way though? In the violence or the drill music?
The drill music.
The whole culture. Let's say the whole culture.
No, I think the UK changed it though.
So they remixed it.
Yeah.
I can see what you're saying.
I think Chicago kind of point blank. It was just straight warning with Chicago. But then when it came to the UK thing, it was kind of like, oh yeah, I'm saying I'm going to do it now. So when I see you, I've got to do it. It's one of them things to say, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I think the UK kind of changed it in that perspective, where it's kind of, yeah, that's where it's more violent.
All right, another question. If you was in a car, yeah, and your friend's driving and he's seen the op and he's like, "Bro, there's my man," and he's jumped out the car and chased him down, would you jump out with him and chase the person down? But remember, you ain't got nothing to do with this beef. The person he's chasing down, you're kind of cool with him still. He's not even up to you like that. And because my man's got problems with him, what do you do?
I've got my bro.
Yeah,
I'll be real. But talking, I've got my bro.
Because I say, sometimes, you know, like some people have just got dumb beefs. Like it could be over a girl, it could be over like a £10 draw. Yeah. And he's gone to him, just remember this, he's gone to him with a big nank, stabbed him in the neck. Man collapsed on the floor.
Whoa.
And then you get nicked and the feds are saying, no, look, you're both going down for murder. But you're like, bruv, I didn't even sign up for this. What's going on? What do you do at that moment right there?
I've got my bro.
Alright, cool. Say no more.
I'll be real. That's just
say
me,
no
innit?
more.
Man,
I don't
one of them man, like.
Say less. We already know the answer to that already. Yeah. We already know the answer to that. Because you know, a lot of people now, you know, snitching has become cool. And I don't like snitches. And the reason why I don't like snitches, I don't like people that, just remember, just let me identify to everybody what a snitch is, yeah? A man who's not involved in anything. I go into a bank, I try to rob a bank, and the guy behind the counter presses the bell. He's not snitching, bro.
Nah, he's not a snitch.
He's doing his job. Yeah, that's what he's paid to do.
He the panic button.
He's a civilian.
Yeah, he can't.
He's a civilian. But if
we're in the bank together, and then one man gets grabbed, and then the feds are like, "Who was the one that was holding that?" And then a man goes and says, "Yeah, it's my man." That's an informer. You get me?
Trust me.
Trust me.
And I think a lot of people, they misconstrue that if you're in a legit job, working a legit life, then, and you're not a gangster, you're not on the roads, people confuse it and think that, that person, he can't snitch or whatever. But my thing is this, if it doesn't harm you, it doesn't benefit you, sometimes it's not good to snitch, just to be a little snitch. You know what I'm saying? I look out my window, I see someone running down the road with a box, I'm like, yeah, no, there's a guy running down the road with a box. That's a snitch. Because, bruv, it's none of his business.
Neighborhood watch.
Like, you don't have nothing to do with this. This is none of your business. Because sometimes you put yourself in position, you put yourself in problems. Like, I'll give you a story. I used to live on a estate, yeah? And there were some people that lived up top of me, yeah? And they would see me outside of my brethren, yeah, all the time. And they'd call feds on, man. Now, I found out who it was, yeah? Because the snitches said, number 14 told us that you lot have been smoking in the block. I said, nah, man, number 14, they're my friends. They would never do something like that. And in my mind, I said, when I see that son, I'm going to tear off his face, bro. He is dead tomorrow, bro. He is dead. It's personal.
On everyone, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're walking around and around. He couldn't come through the block.
He couldn't come through the block again. That was his life over.
And had the little youths.
And then when someone did catch him, I was like, I heard that he got stamped out. I was like, the person who done it, I went, Good work. Because I couldn't touch him. He would definitely snitch. He would say my whole government. He would say my whole government.
That man were getting man
postcode. Man would give my postcode, address, name, mum's name, dad's name, brother's name,
mother's maiden name,
man's dog's name, man's cat's name. You get me?
So I don't think like just to be a snitch just for the sake of snitching. Like you see someone doing a crime, you're like, oh my god, he's doing a crime. Let me call feds. I class it as a snitch. But I'm saying like if you're in a situation where something happens to you specifically and you snitch and you not even snitch but you tell the police, then and you're a civilian and you're not involved in anything, I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's me personally. Because I wouldn't say like man tried to lick my mum down and my mum calls feds. Obviously she don't want to call me. I asked my mum like, why don't you want to call me? My mum said, I don't want to call you. I'm like, why not? She's like,
you're gonna end up going in jail for life.
this is what she said to me.
And your friends.
She said, you're a head. If I tell you, I know you're not gonna think and you're gonna go down there and do something. I don't want to put your life in problems. I'm looking at her thinking, so what happens? I'm just on smoke. Like, what happens? Talk to me. What happens?
Let's go. Like,
she's like, no, I didn't want to put you in problems, so I just rather call the police and let them deal with it. And I was thinking, what? I was like, yeah, cool. You know.
Can't blame her. You get me?
Cool, man. Cool.
Looking out for you, bro.
Yeah, you know the way there. She's looking out for you.
Yeah.
Bad mum would have called you, knowing that you're on smoke, knowing that you're on smoke. And then when you go jail for the 25 years, she's like, son, why did you do it? You're like, why did I do it? Why did you call me? Why did you call me, mom? You know I'm on madness. Like, you know this. I love you, innit? Like, come on. So, yeah, I feel like that's not snitching. Like, so we have to differentiate between that because some people will start saying, yeah, that's a snitch. You know what I'm saying? But he's a civilian, bro.
I don't. Cool. So if you sign up for that lifestyle and you snitch,
that's snitching.
Yeah, that's.
But you know why?
100%.
And you know why I say that's snitching, yeah? Because you see when, and I say this to everyone, yeah? You see when you're living the road life, yeah? You know there's two options. Every day when you leave your house, you could die or you could go prison. Like, because I got this shank on me, I got this weed in my balls. I could get nicked. You know, it makes sense? So, or I got this drugs up my bum, whatever you got, like whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So you know the consequences of it. So now that the consequences have come, why you want to get out of the consequences? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
that charge.
Go ride your bang up, fam.
Ride your bang up, blood.
Ride your bang up, fam. You get me?
You knew what you signed up for, bro. Yeah. Nobody told you to do it. You chose to do it. And this is what it comes with. And that's why I took everything on the chin like a man. And like,
come on.
Because I knew that, right, if this is what I've signed up for,
I got to pay the price for it.
You know what I'm saying?
Simple. You get me? What do you think of Tekashi, that Tekashi guy?
Clout of snitching, I don't understand. Like, personally, done. I never rated him as a musician personally.
Well, not even that tune. Get the blicky with the sticky
You like it. That's what you're singing. You like it. You should allow it. You should allow it.
Get out of here. Come out.
Get out of here. No.
When it come out.
No.
Bro, I don't like that guy, but when that tune come out, everyone liked it.
That tune was dead.
After he said, yeah, bro, Bear Tree, wait, man, in the video. You like the video as well.
Don't try it, bro. Don't try it.
No, but yeah, go on.
But the thing is, say that's your bro. Would you still like him the same way you like?
No, fuck him, fam. He's a dickhead. You get me?
I say someone you know likes him because no matter what he did.
Fuck that person as well. They ain't got no more.
Fuck
Is
them,
that
fam.
your brethren though?
No. I unfollowed DJ Academics. I unfollowed DJ Academics the other day just because he keeps posting him.
You know what? I don't like people that
anyone that keeps posting Tekashi, I'll unfollow you, bro. Please don't promote him. Please.
You don't even follow me. You don't even follow me.
Who me?
Yeah, you don't follow me.
Oh, I'll follow you, man. My bad, sorry, man.
I'm done. Wait, is it?
Don't worry, man. I want to follow you. I got you.
You're a bad you. You're a bad you. You're a bad you. You're a bad you. You're a bad you.
Let's get on to me, man. I will follow you right now.
Bro, man said right now, finally, after all these years, bro. What's going on? You're moving mad, bro. You're moving mad.
But yeah, man. Fuck Tekashi, you get me?
Yeah, I think anyone that rolls with him, yeah, like, you ain't got no morals. Or anyone that believes that what he done wasn't bad, like, they have no morals. Because this guy was instigating beefs online, acting like a gangster, calling man out, getting man to shoot after him, gets bagged. They done this to my main man. Man said in about 20 times, he's like, I didn't snitch. I did snitch. I am a rat. I'm not a rat. I'm like, what are you, bruv? What are you, bruv?
And he's got all the little youths behind him as well. You know, like the innocent youths. Like, no, it doesn't matter if he done that. It doesn't matter. Like, come on, man.
If you're rolling with gangsters, yeah, and the thing is, yeah, he can say whatever he wants, yeah, about they weren't loyal to him, so actually they was robbing me for my money. I thought he was rich. Do you remember when he was talking about he was all rich before? Yeah, when he was with Jay, and he's got the big $1 million chain and he's got the $3 million pounds. Yeah, so if they were sucking some money from you, it was called protection money. The same thing you're paying them bodyguards now is the same thing that you was paying them man was taking. So I'm saying to you now, you're trying to justify being a snitch, and there's no justification when you're in this road life and you're paying man saying, I got 4 bands, 10 bands, so you can shoot.
And he put man in jail that had his back as well, like that had him. You get me?
And not even that, you know, everyone that he's like, oh, the Burnett kidnapped me, but not everybody kidnapped him inside of the case. Some of them are innocent.
No, like what's that guy's name? Melly Mel. Melly Mel had nothing to do with. Is that his name? Melly Mel, isn't it? Jim Jones's guy.
Mel Matrix, man.
Sorry, my bad. Mel Matrix. Mel Matrix never had nothing.
Man snitched on Cardi B, brother.
And Jim Jones.
Man said Cardi B is a blood, fam. Mad thing.
And he said Jim Jones as well, like.
Brother, you see when man says things like that, you're done out here, fam.
Yeah, he's a paid informant, man. He's a paid informant. And what do you think of that situation? You see the situation with him and Meek Mill?
Oh yeah, nah, that's what gets people to get violent in music. That precise reason, that exact reason.
But you see that situation now. If you was in a situation like that, what would you do though?
On whose side?
If you was Meek Mill,
yeah,
I'm smoking him.
Yeah.
I'm smoking him straight up, no question. Bodyguards or not.
I feel that man should walk away from that because you're letting him draw you out. He's drawing you out once you do that. You're gonna go to jail.
He's putting his music career at risk.
But he's popping. He's still doing these things.
Yeah, but if you can lose a couple million fans for that.
Because you'll bang him, yeah. Then you go to jail, nothing. And then what? That's why Meek Mill shouldn't even have said nothing to him. That's what I feel. Meek Mill should have just. He shouldn't even have spat at him. Should have done nothing. You're not even worth man's spit, fam. Tekashi ain't even worth man's spit.
Nah, but I'm not lying. If man run up on me like that, I don't care what I got. I'm taking the big W that day, bro. I'm banging the security guard.
He's a rat, bro. He's not a road
I'm banging the security guard. You know the ones when you like you're acting like you're trying to bang my man and you bang the.
That's what you're saying. So you're gonna bang FBI then?
Oh, that's mad. Yeah,
exactly, bro. Like,
that's mad.
Them man are like, bro. Them man are FBI around him, bro. It's not like it's a normal rapper. If it's a normal rapper, it's different. What? Boom, boom, boom.
I think they're security guards. They can't be FBI, man.
Them man are feds, bro. He's got feds. Bro. He's snitched. He's got like paid feds around him, bro. Hip hop police and all that. And he say Meek Mill had feds with him. But Meek Mill had normal security. Let your security fight, if anything. Let your security join it. That's why have you got security if you're gonna go and start swinging? It doesn't make sense. Your security are licensed carriers. Let them do their thing and let him run in his mouth because he's a snitch. He's the rat.
But if you would have pulled out, if Meek Mill would have pulled for his gun, them man would have pulled for their gun, it would have been a shootout.
It would have been peak. And Meek Mill would have went to jail.
Probably got smoked. No, not gangster, but them man like they're paid. If they're FBI agents, them man know how to shoot. You know what I'm saying?
2 in the chest, 1 in the head.
You know the one there.
Look at the one thing.
APC.
When Quando got smoked by the Fed just drew these thing and bam, man spun round, rude boy.
No, I think that was Louis, but Louis got shot in the head and so did Slutty. They both got shot in the head by the feds. The feds were there and they pulled out their.
But you see that guy that shot Quando?
I think that was Louis.
That was a licensed guard, like a licensed security.
I think everyone's saying it's Louis. Everyone said it was Louis.
Is it?
Yeah, Louis. Everyone's saying
get me? When they draw weapons, it's peak, man. That's why I'm saying, like, a man like Tekashi, his downfall is gonna happen. He's gonna walk. Look, he's gonna walk somewhere and someone's gonna head top him. That's what's gonna happen. If a man like other man that I'm not even gonna mention the rappers or whatever, but if them rappers they're on job, they're respected by a bear man and they're getting smoked, don't worry, Tekashi's gonna get what's coming to him. In America as well. Don't worry. He's gonna get what's coming to him still.
If you got rich, would you buy security?
No.
But would you keep the man them around you?
100%.
But isn't that risky though? Because look, let me give you a reason why, yeah? The man them might just be like untrained, rude boy. Because you know who done that and you know didn't go well for him. Most Stacks.
Is it?
He was rolling with the little young G's, the little youth called, was it Scars?
Oh, with that situation.
Yeah, and the little youth saw his bangers, you know what I'm saying? And a little youth pulled out the zombie, bruv. Nearly ruined his whole career because he could have went jail for that.
That was at his show, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Youths tried it with him. The youngers were there. Didn't know how to really handle it, so they just backed out the knife and start chasing people.
I think it should be a balance, innit?
So,
Obviously, you have your man them, but at the same time, when you're doing certain shows and that, have security, innit? Like, whether you're a millionaire or not, man's got to have security there, innit? Because you're a face. Once you're a face and you got a buzz, you're up and coming. I feel when you're going to do shows, there's nothing wrong. Every artist, the venue will have security there, but if you got your own little security firm that you cut through with, man, I see gigs in Carnival with a bare man and security, bro. Guys with earpieces and shit, fam. Like he's got his own security firm. You get me?
Rago.
And it looks sick.
That.
When he cut through, it look
Man
mad.
said it looked sick.
You can't even get near him. It's like he's Beanie Man or something. Like you get me?
Beanie Man.
Like Beanie Man in Jamaica, you get me?
I got Beanie Man's got security.
Yeah, them when they roll with bare security feds and that. You get me when they're rolling out? Entourage when they're going dance and that. You get me?
Man.
Yeah, man.
So do you have do you want to plug people in with your stuff? What you do?
What I do? In what sense? What I do?
Your Instagram, like where they can find you, everything.
Oh, Instagram Triggz_SBP. My Snapchat tiny.Triggz. And my YouTube channel Triggz SBP. New music's on the way soon. Get to 1,000 views for the next video.
Come on.
Come on.
Love.